Good afternoon. This is Akashvani and I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the Midday News. The headlines: Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman reviews performance of public sector banks. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar holds talks with his Nepalese counterpart Arzu Rana Deoba in New Delhi. Doctors continue their protest in the national capital demanding Security Act to protect healthcare workers and medical institutions. Notification for first phase of assembly elections of Jammu and Kashmir to be issued tomorrow. And President, Vice President and Prime Minister greet people on the occasion of Rakshabandhan today. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman today chaired the review meeting of the performance of the public sector banks on various parameters in New Delhi. Secretary, Department of Financial Services Dr. Vivek Joshi, Managing Directors and Chief Executive Officer of public sector banks and other senior officials are attending the meeting. During the meeting, Ms. Sitharaman along with other participants will review deposit growth, the credit to deposit ratio and asset quality, which are vital indicators of the bank's health. The Finance Minister will also evaluate the performance of public sector banks under government initiative such as PM Awas Yojana, PM Surya Ghar and PM Vishwakarma schemes. In the evening, Finance Minister Sitharaman will also review the performance of regional rural banks. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar is currently holding talks with his Nepalese counterpart Arzu Rana Deoba in New Delhi. Dr. Deoba arrived in New Delhi yesterday on a 5-day visit to India. In a statement, the External Affairs Ministry said this visit aligns with the tradition of regular high-level exchanges between India and Nepal. The ministry said that Nepal is a priority partner of India in its neighborhood first policy. It said this visit will provide both sides an opportunity to discuss and review the progress in bilateral cooperation and help in advancing ties further. Prime Minister of Malaysia Dato Seri Anwar bin Ibrahim will be on a 3-day visit to India beginning today. This will be the first visit of Anwar Ibrahim as the Prime Minister of Malaysia. The External Affairs Ministry said Prime Minister of Malaysia will hold bilateral discussions with Prime Minister Narendra Modi tomorrow. During his visit, he will also meet President Draupadi Murmu and External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar. India and Malaysia have strong historical and socio-cultural linkages. The ministry said bilateral relationship between the two nations was elevated to the status of enhanced strategic partnership in 2015 during the visit of Prime Minister Modi. The visit of Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim will pave the way for further strengthening of India-Malaysia bilateral ties by charting out a multi-sectoral cooperation agenda for the future. The Vice President of Zimbabwe, Constantino Juvia Dominic Nikadizino Chiwenga, has arrived in New Delhi today. He will attend the 19th CII India-Africa Business Conclave tomorrow. In a social media post, External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Randhir Jaiswal said that his participation in the conclave highlights the strong ties between India and Zimbabwe. He said this will reinforce India's commitment to a stronger and collaborative relationship with Africa. The resident doctors and medical students continued the protest in the national capital today against the alleged rape and murder of a doctor in Kolkata. Doctors from AIIMS, Safdarjung Hospital, Maulana Azad Medical College, Northern Railway Central Hospital and other institutions staged protests near Nirman Bhavan in Delhi and demanded justice in the matter. The protesting doctors also calling for a Security Act to protect healthcare workers and institutions across the nation. The Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI) is interrogating the former principal of R.J. Kar Medical College and Hospital, Sandeep Ghosh. Today is the 4th day of his interrogation. On the other hand, leader of the opposition Subhendu Adhikari has said that he will provide legal assistance to those who have received notices from the state police and the cybercrime department regarding social media postings related to the incident. In a social media post, Mr. Adhikari alleged that residents of West Bengal and other parts of the country are receiving notices under Section 168 of the Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Shahita BNSS. In a related development, Trinamool Congress Rajya Sabha MP Sukhendu Shekhar Roy reportedly approached Calcutta High Court seeking protection from arrest after receiving a notice from the Kolkata police. Earlier, Mr. Roy had posted about the incident on X. West Bengal Governor C.V. Ananda Bose has sent a communique to the authorities, all the medical colleges and hospitals across the state, directing them to beef up security on the premises. The move comes after the ghastly rape and murder of a junior doctor at the state-run R.G. Kaur Medical College and Hospital in Kolkata last week. The governor also directed the hospital authorities to ensure that women doctors and paramedics are provided adequate protection. In a related development, Supreme Court has taken suo motu cognizance of the R.G. Kaur case. A three-judge bench led by Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud will take up the matter tomorrow. The bench also comprises Justice J.B. Pardiwala and Justice Manoj Mishra. Union Minister of Commerce Piyush Goyal has said that the incident of rape and murder of a doctor in Kolkata is unfortunate. Mr. Goyal stated that he strongly stands with all the women and daughters. The minister added that the nation will not tolerate any such incidents in the future.
Very, very unfortunate what has happened in West Bengal. I'm sure this will awaken the spirit and the conscience of the nation. We stand solidly with all the women and our daughters who are working, and I'm sure that in the future this nation will not tolerate any such incident.
Over 70 Padma awardee doctors have written to Prime Minister Narendra Modi seeking his personal intervention in the case connected to the rape and murder of a junior doctor at the R.G. Kaur Medical College and Hospital in Kolkata last week. Doctors said such acts of brutality shake the very foundations of service by medical professionals and highlight the urgent need to address violence, particularly against women, girls, and healthcare professionals. Principal Secretary to Prime Minister Dr. P.K. Mishra will meeting to review the status of preparedness for Mpox in the country and related public health measures. He said Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been continuously monitoring the Mpox situation. During the meeting, Dr. Mishra directed states to enhance surveillance and take effective measures for prompt detection of cases. He further directed that the testing laboratories network should be geared up for early diagnosis. Presently, 32 labs are equipped for testing. Dr. Mishra said that the protocols for prevention and treatment of the disease should be disseminated on a large scale. The World Health Organization (WHO) has again declared Mpox public health emergency of international concern on the 14th of August in view of its prevalence and spread across many parts of Africa. According to WHO, globally since 2022, from 116 countries, more than 99,000 cases and 208 deaths have been reported due to Mpox. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on X handle at AIR News Alerts. The notification for the first phase of the general elections to the Legislative Assembly of Jammu and Kashmir will be issued tomorrow. 24 assembly constituencies in the Anantnag, Shopian, Kulgam, Ramban, Kishtwar and Doda districts will go to the polls in the first phase. The last date for submission of nominations for this phase will be 27th of August, followed by the scrutiny of nominations the next day. The last date for withdrawal of candidatures is 30th August and polling will be held on 18 September. Meanwhile, the final electoral rolls for the upcoming assembly elections in the Union Territory are likely to be issued tomorrow. In view of recent terrorist attacks in Jammu and Kashmir, security arrangements have been intensified on the Batot-Doda-Kishtwar National Highway NH244 and the Jammu-Srinagar National Highway NH44. Artificial intelligence AI-based facial recognition systems, drones and CCTVs also been used to monitor anti-social elements in the upper reaches of Doda, Ramban and Udhampur districts. Security forces have set up checkpoints on both highways and other link roads to thwart any untoward incidents. Night patrolling has also been intensified across the region, and village defense guards (VDGs) are patrolling the interior villages. All security agencies are on high alert, and senior army and police officers are regularly monitoring the situation. In Karnataka, the BJP-JDS alliance is staging a protest demanding the resignation of Chief Minister Siddaramaiah over the MUDA land allotment scam at Bangalore today. Leaders from both parties, including are actively participating in the demonstration in front of the Mahatma Gandhi statue located between Vidhan Soda and Vikas Soda. In a related development, the ruling Congress is also protesting across the state. The party has organized a statewide demonstration against the governor's decision to allow prosecution against Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. Congress members are protesting at Freedom Park in Bangalore and at various district centers across the state. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has approached the High Court today, challenging the governor's decision to permit his prosecution in the case. Information and Broadcasting Minister Ashwini Vaishnav has termed the Congress criticism of lateral entry in bureaucracy as hypocrisy, saying it was the Congress-led UPA government which developed the concept of lateral entry. Recently, the Union Public Service Commission has issued an advertisement to appoint 45 joint secretaries, directors and deputy secretaries in the central ministries, which has been questioned by the opposition parties. In a social media post, Mr. Vaishnav added that the Second Administrative Reforms Commission, chaired by Congress leader Virappa Moily in 2005, had recommended recruitment of experts to fill the gaps in roles that require specialized knowledge. The minister asserted that the NDA government has created a transparent method to implement this recommendation of the previous government, and the recruitment will be done through UPSC in a transparent and fair manner. Earlier, leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha Rahul Gandhi had criticized the government over the issue, saying the move will adversely affect the reservation policy in the country. Ex-Army Chief General Sundarajan Padmanabhan passed away at his residence in Chennai today. He was 83. The 28th Chief of the Army Staff was born in Trivandrum, Kerala on the 5th of December 1940. He was an alumnus of the prestigious Rashtriya Indian Military College, Dehradun, and the National Defence Academy, Khadakwasla in Pune. Union Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting and Parliamentary Affairs, Dr. L. Murugan, is reviewing the various units of the ministry in Chennai today. Regional heads of the units from Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana are participating in the review meeting, which has been held at the respective offices of PIB, CBC, Akashvani and Doordarshan. Rakshabandhan, the festival of special bond between brothers and sisters, has been celebrated today across the country. On this occasion, sisters tie colorful rakhi around the wrist of their brothers and pray for the prosperity, health and well-being. In return, brothers pledge to protect and support their sisters and present them gifts. President Draupadi Murmu, Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has extended greetings to all citizens on the occasion of Rakshabandhan. In a social media post, the Prime Minister wished that this holy festival would bring sweetness in relationships, happiness, prosperity and good fortune in people's lives. Sri Lanka's Election Commission has released the full list of candidates contesting the 2024 presidential election. A total of 39 candidates are in the fray for the presidential election, scheduled for the next month in the island nation. The list includes the names of all candidates, their assigned symbols and the order in which they will appear on the ballot. Domestic benchmark indices are nearly flat today. Sensex displayed mixed trend, while Nifty traded with marginal gains in the afternoon trade, following reduction in the windfall tax on crude oil, which boosted energy stocks. At 1:30 p.m., the BSE Sensex was slightly up by 9.8 points or 0.1% at 80,446, and the NSE Nifty edged up 27.35 points or 0.11% at 24,568. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman reviews performance of public sector banks. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar holds talks with his Nepalese counterpart Arzu Rana Deoba in New Delhi. Doctors continues their protest in National Capital demanding Security Act to protect healthcare workers and medical institutions. Notification for the first phase of Assembly elections of Jammu and Kashmir to be issued tomorrow. And President, Vice President and Prime Minister greet people on the occasion of Rakshabandhan today. And for details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and News on AIR app. And with that, we end the Midday News.
नमस्कार, दोपहर समाचार में आपका स्वागत है।